What is going on, everyone? Welcome into Big Time Football Talk. Brandt Parshall here. So I want to start with this. Former first overall pick and former Seattle Seahawk, few-year Houston Texans, Jadeveon Clowney, reportedly just turned down a multiple-year deal with the Cleveland Browns. Jadeveon Clowney is a guy that's been working really hard to get a deal recently. He's one of the top-notch free agents teams have tried to sign. The deal wasn't exactly released, but like I said, it was a multiple-year deal that he turned down that was supposed to be a good sum of money. This makes you really wonder what the destination spot is Jadeveon Clowney wants, because the Cleveland Browns would have been a good situation. Him on the opposite side of Myles Garrett, they could have really wreaked havoc on opposing quarterbacks. That could have been heck of the pass rush next year in Cleveland. But Jadeveon Clowney is a guy, first overall pick to the Houston Texans back in 2014. He's a guy that, going back to college, Steve Spurrier talked about his work ethic, saying it wasn't really the best, or saying it was just okay. So now that's what teams. There's reports that teams fear that if he locks up a long-term deal, that he will just like not work hard, have no incentive to work hard. So, I mean, that's why I figured he didn't go back to the Seahawks. I think the Seahawks just wanted to try to lock him into a short year deal. So that's kind of the story there. Jadeveon Clowney's still a free agent, and it's too bad that just too bad he hasn't stayed healthy, because he showed flashes in 2017. He had nine and a half sacks, 2018, 9 sacks. So the numbers have been there when he's been healthy, but I think the poor work ethic kind of corresponds to the stats. Usually the guys that don't work hard have a higher chance of getting injured. Usually guys that are injured in college, usually it correlates to the NFL. They usually are banged up in the NFL. Not saying that every guy it's related to their poor work habits, but I think in the case of Clowney, that could be the case, because he was even hurt right after he got drafted. He came in, didn't play a lot as a rookie in Houston. I mean, it showed in Hard Knocks that season. It showed him rehabbing to try to get healthy. So, but this is kind of I think he's still holding out on just like his two main pitches, I'm sure, are when he's been healthy. The production's been there. The one season to go along with the 9, I think it was the season 9.5 sacks. We had 21 tackles for loss, which, I mean, very, very productive. I mean, you could argue he's good, as good at stopping the run as rushing the passer when healthy. But so his main pitches are production when healthy, and just the fact he's kind of living off the former first overall pick. Usually a lot of guys, they give second chances in the league because they've been a first-round pick in the past. It's kind of like a bias the NFL has. They're usually more wanting to keep guys that had former first-round pedigrees. So I think that's kind of the case with Jadeveon Clowney. So it'd be interesting to see where the landing spot is for Jadeveon Clowney, with the whole work ethic concerns and the injury problems, and just wanting a long-term deal with a lot of money. I think most teams just kind of wrote it off when he said that he'd wants $20 million a year. That's asking a lot for a guy that you can't even count on staying healthy. Teams are spending a lot more now, as you see that a lot of teams are locking up quarterbacks into big deals. So Jadeveon Clowney, they didn't want him to lock. They don't want to pay a lot of money for a guy that might not even be in the field Sunday. So that's my take on that. Thanks for tuning in to Big Time Football Talk. Stay tuned for more clips from Big Time Football Talk. Until next time, peace.